Hello, good morning everyone. Today let us start one more problem, Asperger. So today I will take the problem number 6.12. It's also very important. What is that problem? Let us discuss in detail. Okay, I will solve this type of problem, one or two problem, then remaining problem will be same. You have to follow the remaining problem and you have to collect different problems from different books. Example number 6.12. Two gear wheel mesh externally and are to give a velocity ratio of 3. The teeth are of involute form of module 6 mm and standard addendum 1 module. Pressure angle equal to 18 degree. Pinion rotates at 90 rpm. Find for first one number of teeth on each wheel so that interference is just avoided. Second one, length of path of contact. Alright. Next, third one, length of arc of contact. The fourth one, maximum velocity of sliding between the teeth. And fifth one, number of pairs of teeth in contact. So before that, let us write what are the given data is given in this problem. First, what are the given data is given? Two gears wheel mesh externally, right, and are give a velocity ratio nothing but g equal to 3. Already you know that velocity ratio, okay, or also we can call as gear ratio, given as velocity ratio or gear ratio equal to 3. So what is gear ratio? G equal to number of teeth on gear to the number of teeth on a pinion. So has given the teeth are in involute form module 6 mm. So module is equal to how much is given? M equal to small m equal to 6 mm and pressure angle equal to 18 degrees already is given. Pinion rotates at 90 rpm. So pinion nothing but it's a smaller one, gear is nothing but the bigger one. So many times the input, first input has to be given to this pinion. So that's why here the speed of pinion n1 equal to, we need to take 90 rpm. And then again what he has given? Addendum 1 module, standard addendum. So standard addendum equal to 1 module. So addendum equal to 1 into m, that is module, equal to 1 into 6. M module is given, so equal to 6 mm. Addendum constant of gear AW equal to 1, because he has mentioned addendum equal to 1 module. 1 is nothing but what? That is the AW nothing but what? Addendum constant of gear. AW is nothing but what? Addendum constant of gear or addendum constant of wheel also we can say that. So that's why he has given 1 m, no. So 1 m nothing but, so 1 is nothing but, so addendum constant of gear AW equal to 1. Okay, what he has told? First one is number of teeth on each wheel so that interference is just avoided. Remember that derivations I have derived already. Which derivations? Remember the derivations. Number of teeth on each wheel so that interference is just avoided. Okay, length of path of contact, length of arc of contact. After that, the minimum number of teeth to avoid interference on a gear to, and minimum number of teeth avoid to interference on a pinion. So this derivation I have derived, and remember that equation. What is that equation? Minimum number of teeth on a pinion to avoid interference. So small t equal to 2AW divided by bracket in flower bracket 1 plus 1 by g sin square phi bracket 1 by g plus 2 bracket close and flower bracket 1 by 2 minus 1 into z. Okay, so this is for minimum number of teeth avoid pinion. So pinion nothing but we need to take a small t equal to, because if he has asked minimum number of teeth on a pinion to avoid pinion pin 1 nothing but is small one, so that's why I take a small t. If I has asked the minimum number of teeth on a gear to avoid interference, you have to take a capital T equal to that equation already I have given. This also I have given small t equal to 2 AW divided by, so 1 plus 1 by g sin square phi bracket 1 by g plus 2 and flower brackets close 1 by 2 to the power of 1 by 2 minus 1 and into g. Okay, everything he has given now. AW nothing but 1. Okay, 1 plus 1 by g is gear ratio is given 3 sin square phi angle, that is the partial angle 18. 1 by g nothing but 1 by 3 plus 2 to the power of 1 by 2 minus 1 into g is nothing but 3. So if you solve this, we will get 18.27. So remember that the 18.27 there is no gears, right? You should take one whole number. It's not a fraction if you observe that, right? So minimum number of teeth on a pinion I will take t equal to 19. 18.27 no, better you have to take 19. Okay, minimum number of teeth on a gear. Now pinion already you know, already you do gear ratio equal to g equal to t by t, so that I can write minimum number of teeth of gear t capital T equal to small t into z. So 19 into 3 equal to 57 you will get, right? Now after getting the minimum number of teeth, what it means, if you take a 19 you can avoid, and if you take a gear 57 you can avoid the interference, right? Now next one, length of path of contact. Already you know the length of path of contact. To calculate length of path of contact, it is the summation of path of approach plus path of recess. So directly we can take length of path of contact equation, or else we can find individually what is path of approach, path of recess. Path of approach is equation is that what, RA square minus R square cos square phi to the power of 1 by 2 minus capital R sin phi. Path of recess already you know that, in a bracket RA square minus R square cos square phi to the power of 1 by 2 minus small r sin phi. Okay, here what has to be required, addendum circle radius of gear RA has to be required, base circle radius of gear R has to be required for both gear as well as pinion. Now how we can calculate? So this type of problem already have solved 2 to 3 problems, you can go through that. Pitch circle radius of gear capital R equal to, how we can calculate, mt by 2. So m is nothing but module t, already you have calculated 6 into 57 divided by 2, so we will get 171 mm. Pitch circle radius of pinion small r equal to mt by 2. So here model nothing but 6, t is already have calculated, that is 1960, 6 into 19 divided by 2, that is equal to 57 mm. Addendum circle radius of gear RA, already you know how we can calculate, r plus addendum is given 6, 171 plus 6 170 mm. Addendum circle radius of pinion is equal to RA is equal to r plus addendum equal to 57 plus 6 equal to 63 mm. So both addendum circle radius of gear as well as pinion you have calculated 177 and 63. Next, path of approach, already have a equation, substitute all the values. So after substituting we will get 17.01 mm, and path of recess equal to, you have know the you know all the values, substitute all those value, will get 14.48 mm. So therefore length of path of contact equal to path of approach plus path of recess. So path of approach 17.01 and path of recess equal to 14.48 mm. So both we have to add, will get the length of path of contact equal to 31.49 mm. So the next one is length of arc of contact. How we calculate, already you know the length of path of contact divided by cos phi. If you do this, you will get length of arc of contact. So LPC already have calculated 31.49 divided by, so cos pressure angle is 18, cos 18 you will get 33.11 mm. So how we will calculate next one, fourth one, maximum velocity of sliding between teeth. Maximum velocity is nothing but what it is path of approach, no? Because of the maximum velocity in path of approach, the sliding velocity 0 is in pitch point and minimum at the path of recess, because of that is just engaging. So where you will get maximum velocity, at the beginning of the engagement we have a maximum velocity, so that we have to calculate maximum velocity of sliding equal to omega 1 plus omega 2 into path of approach. Now how we can calculate omega 1? Omega n equal to, how we can calculate? So already you have equation 2 pi n divided by 60. This is general equation. So for pin n, omega 1 equal to 2 pi n1 by 60. Because of n1 is given, that is the speed of pin n is given 90 rpm. Okay, 2 pi into 90 divided by 60 will get 9.4 radian per second. Now how will get omega 2? Omega 2 has to calculate, no? Okay, so for gear velocity ratio, you can also say that is the velocity again. So because of in that law of gearing, you will get that velocity ratio omega by omega 2 equal to, also we can write velocity ratio omega 1 by omega 2 equal to capital T by T. That is the angular velocity of pinion to the angular velocity of gear equal to number of teeth on a gear divided by number of teeth on a pinion. This is the velocity ratio. In terms of, we can write so capital T by small t. So omega 1 we know, capital T already you know, small t also know. Can substitute all the value, will get omega 2 equal to, therefore angular speed of gear equal to omega 2 equal to 3.14 radian per second. Then maximum velocity of sliding, how will get equal to omega 1 plus omega 2 into 17.01. Okay, so 9.42 plus 3.14, because of omega 1 omega 2 value already you know that, you can substitute that value into path of approach, already have calculated 17.01, you will get 213.64 mm per second velocity, right? Then fifth one, number of pairs of teeth in contact, how will get length of arc of contact divided by circular pitch, that is equal to 5m. So that is equal to LAC divided by 5m equal to LAC 33.11 divided by 5 into modulus 6, that is equal to 1.76. What it means? It means that there are alternatively one pair and two pairs of teeth in contact, and on a time basis the average, that average is 1.76.